And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh, boy. What an exciting day here at The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Big J. Oakerson, that handsome son-bitch Dan Soder over there.
Hi.
And
long day, fun day of the Bonfire activities.
long fun day.
I came in early to the office because I was just in the city, and I got to watch them come in from a meeting, from a comedy meeting,
beaten up.
Oh, Jacob's not in here! God damn it! Jacob walks right in the office and he goes,
I bombed. He goes, I bombed. I don't know what happened. It just went bad.
It was great.
He
Lou
did
was
bad.
giving him
What
shit.
did he do bad?
He didn't do anything bad.
It's just a meeting. He thinks it's a performance.
Yeah.
What did
when
he
they
do
checked
wrong?
when they checked in with
I
Jacob,
didn't stick my landing. It's sloppy in the middle.
Me and Merkface were laughing at him because he was like,
I don't know. It just didn't go well.
he's pissed.
I tried to do a one-hand cartwheel, and I got nervous. I got nervous as I entered.
Prison rules. I called out the biggest guy. And I wanted to fight him for supremacy. And then I just chickened up. I shook up. He got me.
The guy asked me what size shoe I wear. I said, your size, bitch.
Pedro's runs the yard.
But then we went to Del Frisco's as a family.
We did.
Comedy
It was
Central took us out to a very fancy lunch.
very fancy.
I ordered the bisque up top, which is a real fucking Colorado, like, miss, I'd like your warmest soup if I could have it. I got my sheepskin on.
I got the shrimp cocktail. Was it on a plate? Sure.
Dude,
Am I going to make it a whole thing?
That
No.
was such a single mom preparation of the shrimp cocktail.
Yeah, no
It's
shit.
Like, just on the plate, and they go, there. Hey, Dan, I got your shrimps.
You know, doesn't this go over ice? He goes, you want me to go get you a bowl of ice?
And what, a serving plate? That's where we're at right now.
You want me to feed it to you too? You want to take the tails off?
Dude, but just the sauce across the top, like, there, go,
Yeah, it's a-
go watch your
scoop.
wrestling. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just like, all right, get out of my face. And that shows you what kind of shit we are, that we think around the glass, like at a wedding, where you're like, look at this.
Oh, by the way, most of the table fell for the old. We've had these old fucking steak
Ingredients?
medallions lying around in the back. So let's throw a special together where we give you 3 hockey pucks with different sauces on them. Lou and me all fell for it, but it was fantastic. Everything tasted good. We had
Great.
a good meal, but
Unbelievable.
most importantly, we made a new friend.
We did. We made a new friend of the Bonfire.
Are we both sitting here in our heads thinking, what do you call this position
server.
now?
You call it a server.
That's, I don't know why
Listen,
that sounds weird to me too.
Christine and I did time in the biz. I think everyone else has worked a little bit, but Christine and I met waiting tables at Dos Caminos 3rd Avenue. And joining us from Del Frisco's, our server this afternoon.
More importantly, VO, artist, actress, and there was something else, Black Lou. Singer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Singer. It is our lovely, lovely new friend, Jenny Heaton.
Heaton.
It's spelled Heaton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like turn the heat on.
I'm going with Heaton.
I like Heaton.
Heaton?
I think
Heaton.
is-
Heaton sounds like a
the
transformer.
music was loud. I was trying to tell you. It's just like
Heaton.
Keaton, but Heaton.
Like
Yeah.
Michael P. Keaton.
No,
Right?
Alex P.
Alex
Keaton,
P. Keaton.
or Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Or Michael J. Fox. I'm sorry. Man, show prep got me today.
Jenny, you were lovely today. And then we came back here afterwards to do our pre-record show.
Yes.
As many of you will hear on Thursday, we have already discussed this at length because Jacob,
Our producer. Who's getting the remote.
he's getting the remote right now, and and printing out our topic list because he's all giddy and nervous. He came back and did not know we were on the air.
Mics were live.
Mics were live. He walked in the room, as you all hear on Thursday. And
You'll hear it. And by the way, for those of you who campers, when you're listening on Thursday,
enjoy this.
enjoy this. 'Cause
Enjoy where we're at right
it's
now.
the most honest anyone has ever been on this show. Jacob walked in and was like,
He had a look of frustration. He walked down the halls with a furrowed brow, look of frustration on his face. And he comes in, and I go, what's wrong? But he goes, nothing's wrong. I'm just in love with our waitress.
yeah.
And I was like,
in a very sweet way. He is. Let me tell you something about
he said
this
while he was
man.
licking a big knife.
Yeah.
I don't know if that shakes you at all.
He went,
I can't wait to have her eyes.
No, he is, and everyone in the room will agree. He is one of the most sweet-spirited, and we've been trying to find. So the fact that he was like,
I love our waitress.
he didn't say love. He was like,
I
You'll
think
hear
he
on
did, but
Thursday.
it was said in a very.
was
He was
saying,
saying he was
he
very
wasn't being
found you
creepy.
very lovely and attractive.
Who was this?
He'd be walking in the room at any moment, holding a remote.
Okay.
When he walks in, we got to act like we didn't tell you.
He's the
Okay.
guy who was here who left. That guy.
Oh.
He ordered the filet 8-ounce rare, I believe.
Yeah.
And
And a side salad.
No butter.
and a side salad. No butter.
No butter.
He was position
He was
5,
no
I
butter?
believe.
He was no butter.
Position
He was no
5?
butter.
And just if you're wondering why, it's because his body's sick.
Dude, Shredzo.
No
Shredzo.
butter. Vinaigrette.
Yeah, vinaigrette. Now, it was revealed to
By the way,
us-
he'd be so boned up that she remembered his order at all.
You go,
He
"Did
got
she
the
say that?"
vinaigrette, right? He goes,
I did
she got the
remember.
vinaigrette. She's like, there's only 3 choices. She goes, oh, God.
Oh, boy.
We made eye contact.
And no bacon.
Yeah, no bacon. Now, we
Oh,
know...
what a gay order.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's got a great body. But we know from being outside, you said you have a boyfriend.
I do.
Yes.
He doesn't know that
He
yet.
doesn't know that. So this is going to be a debilitating blow in a way that this is just, is it a slow roll? Do we just let it out?
I think we just
Do
let
we
it
prep?
organically
He's coming
happen.
in. All right, let's look alive. Anyways, and that's why I said I'm not working a double because I closed last night.
So
Waiting
I said,
tables,
so I
right?
said to him, I said,
Nuts.
Jacob, take the whole week off. You got to travel out to the world's biggest dick competition.
And you know what he says? He says I can't eat. I have to check the thing.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that means.
but I got to check the thing.
Check
I mean,
the
they
thing.
make them like, it
Confident.
gets to the final destination, but still,
You're not with it the whole time.
with it the whole time. Jacob rejoins the show now. We were talking to our lovely new friend,
Yeah.
Jenny
Hi.
Heaton. This is Jacob. Jacob.
Jenny, well, we met before at the
Yeah,
restaurants.
beautiful girl sitting next to you. Maybe the wrong day to wear a Salon Paws medicated pad on your neck. Why don't you come in
Jacob
with
was-
full
I wasn't
halo?
planning. I would have taken it off.
Yeah, well, we didn't know. Listen, we stumbled into this because, as you'll hear on the Thursday show, Black Lou, came downstairs and talked to Jenny. And that's how she got to the show. As I said on Thursday, Black Lou, I said, you're like in Forrest Gump when they give him the 2 guns and he just jumps in the hole.
He just
And
goes
you're
for
like, go! He's like, Black Lou, could you go get? He's like, I'm down it. I'm on it. We got it. Was it a 9-top? It was under Abby. He like tracked her down. So
We called first,
Yeah.
which is the hilarious part.
on your side, how did you hear about it?
My hostess said she came upstairs and I got slammed. Actually, you guys, I thought I was leaving and you guys came in and then they gave me 3 other tables.
That's not a bad lunch shift. As a former
No,
lunch closer,
I was fucking excited. That was great. It
Just
was
real-
wonderful to meet you. Yeah.
can we ask you, because we didn't pay, Comedy Central paid for the bill. Was the tip good?
Tip was great.
Yeah,
Nice.
Jordy.
It was great.
Good
job.
We worked for the
Whoever
good guy.
paid, like real recognized real. They've done it
Tip
before.
heavy. With all that money you're saving, I'm not giving us a commercial or TV show.
No promotion. Put us on the poster. We
Yeah.
exist.
Why are we not on the big board in the room here still?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
Hey.
not bitter. We love you.
Hey, why don't we get
for real.
moved for Rock the Bells? Great station, but I mean, what the fuck?
So you get a call from your station, and you got sat 3 times right after we left.
Yeah.
Was the table behind me? I believe I was at position 6. I had
you
the
were.
au jus.
So wait. So there was another guy.
Yeah.
He was 9. You were 8.
You were position 8?
Yeah.
That Lou was next to Jay. So it went Jay.
No.
Jay and I were together.
9, 8, 8. You were 7.
Lucky number
she
7.
She was 6. You were 5.
Position 5.
Yup.
You were 5.
Stop jamming the microphone in her face.
Sorry.
Hi.
Yeah.
Damn, Jacob. Why don't you put your hand behind your head next time you do that?
Sorry about that. But,
What a fucking. He's like,
That's a great hand gesture.
Yeah, he goes, get it. He gave her a fucking Scotty from Boogie Nights.
Get it.
All right, so, but the
yeah.
position.
I don't know if you noticed, Jacob was a little late because he has to work out twice in the workday or else he's not cool with himself.
Yeah.
That's why I stay away from the butter. I don't know if you had noticed.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed that. He likes a vinaigrette and no butter. He's a badass.
I don't know if you noticed about Dan, but Dan must not like seeds on his bread because they were all in front of him on the tablecloth.
Dude, how would you bring that up? I thought we had an unspoken agreement.
It took everything inside of Dan not to order a glass of milk with his dinner. And I'm telling you, I know this boy. I know this boy.
Do you guys have milk? Do you guys have 2%?
We have multiple types of milk.
Oh, man.
You're so bummed you didn't get milk with your meal.
With a
Absolutely.
steak
a roast
sandwich?
beef sandwich and a milk.
You
Dude,
got an Arnold Palmer.
Yeah. And it's a ginger ale kid.
Oh my God, yes. And our new ginger ale is,
It's spicy.
It's got real ginger in it.
I don't like it. I like Canada Dry.
I prefer Canada Dry.
She touched me. This is weird. Jacob, I see what you mean. Jacob, she touched my forearm. I'm all on board. So the table sitting behind me at position 7, the two guys, which I did one of the things where right after lunch, I saw Jay and I were walking down the stairs, and I was like,
give me enough.
I know.
You should give me a heads up on
Let me
it.
say this. I fucked up because I should have given you a heads up. The guy was so fucking animated and hilarious. He was like this big loud guy. He's like, George, listen.
He said he wanted his friend to understand
his friend George
how much he liked him.
Respected him. And he goes, George, you got to understand, I've been doing business with you for a long time. He was like, he got very animated, but he's a regular, you said. And is I wrong in saying that's kind of his energy? That he's like a very...
But the energy, I don't think he could have been talking about how to water a house plant. And that's the way he talks.
Yeah, so that guy's
he just gets so excited.
I would skull fuck my mother to fucking water that plant. I swear to God, you got to see this thing. Yeah, I go down there. I'm sorry if the chicken got dried.
Chicken got dried. Was he like a rich guy that comes in? Because he got an expensive place.
I think he was definitely on a business meeting.
So you're a server in Midtown, as Christine and I were. And you deal with a very specific type of clientele, which is shitty, rich businessmen.
I wouldn't say all of them are shitty and rich, and I'm not just saying that.
They probably treat her way nicer than they treat. They're so bummed they see her going to different tables, and you come up and going like, "You guys want more sauce?"
Dude, I'm not joking right now. I worked a rare dinner shift, and these I worked on 50th and 3rd, which was like in 2008, and so it was like Blackstone. There was like a bunch of hedge funds around there, Lehman Brothers, and they were all right by there, and these 4 guys ordered these all expensive margaritas, like $14 margaritas, and this girl Devin, who's like 5'3" and so cute, and she's like, "Do you guys want margaritas?" And they're like, "Hell yeah, I'll fucking have Patron and Yeho." Yeah. But then she goes like this, "Dan, 53 got sats, 4 businessmen, 4 margaritas," and I'm like, "All right, the kid's gonna come into some money." And I show up, and I've never seen disappointment.
They're so bummed.
Oh, I go, "Hey guys, I'm Dan, your
sailors,
server."
there's those margaritas you guys wanted.
Hello, boys.
What's up, dude? That's a great shirt.
Oh, fuck yeah, knuckle pound.
It's tight in the right places, loose in the right places.
You guys are drinking at 5? My kind of dudes. So, and immediately one of them was like, "Oh man, you're our server?" And I was just so defeated.
That's right, dude. You guys are rad.
I go, "Fuck yeah, I'm your problem now. What's up?" Dude, we reused the tortilla chips like every day. Just thinking I'm giving them cool facts about waiting, but I'm turning them off about the kitchen.
Yeah, there's real tomatillos in this.
I go, "Do we do rat races around 11:30? Catch about 6 of them some bitches back there." Back of house don't literally give up. But it was one of the only tables where I transferred back because I was like, these guys don't want me. I just went to my manager. I was like, "Let me get your micros card. This is a problem. I'm going to open it up and give it to Devin." She's like, "Those guys were so nice." I was like, yeah, cool. But then when the older housewives would come in from Connecticut, because we were by like the Waldorf Astoria and they go shopping or whatever, I'd be like, "Ladies."
And they'd be like, "Yes, you're exactly what I want."
Just a 24-year-old alcoholic that's charming in the day.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I was up till 2 a.m. drinking fucking rail shots of whiskey.
Is there a flirtatious nature on purpose to serving at a place like that at all?
I think to some people, like myself, it becomes a little bit a part of the show. And it's one of those things where you end up being, well, you want to be nice, so you always start off as nice, and I feel like to some degree a lot of people are just like, it's weird to have somebody be nice to me in this city.
It's funny
especially as a server, so I try to be genuine with it at least.
It's funny how everybody drinks that information differently. Like Jacob and the Lous were smitten. Everyone thought you were sweet and beautiful. I just go right to, I don't even overthink that, because I'm like, well, this girl wouldn't fuck me in a million years anyway, so I check myself out, and my girlfriend's right there.
And the old ball and chain is sneezing distance away.
But I think it's what you do it so subtle. It's when I hate it is the
sit down in the booth.
Is the not that, but it's mostly like Hooters, when you go to like the Hooters.
Well, I mean, South Park did it the best with the raisins.
Yeah, exactly. But it's exactly, sit down and it goes, "What are you, 2 handsome gentlemen like you?" You're like, just like
Stop.
Give me a burger, please. Like, just, I don't know. This is the only place open. Like, please, can I just have a chicken finger or something?
Gentlemen a lot. I do say gentlemen. And
no, it's not that.
Automatic response to every guy is
it's
like,
not that, though. I mean, I'm talking about the girls. They sit down and, like, they're really, like, they go to every table and kind of do, like, only you cool guys get me.
That's exactly what they do.
Yeah,
that's exactly what they do.
And you're like, I get it, miss. Like, we're going to tip good.
She goes, that's one of my favorite lines in that South Park episode. She's like, it was so boring at work till you guys showed up. Now it's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
But by the way, I'm the guy that buys all of that, and I've worked in the business. Dude, when I was at Hooters when I was 17, and I've definitely told this story before on the show, the waitress at Hooters just blew me away with that energy. It was the first time seeing her. I was like, I got a shot with this lady. And I'm just a 17-year-old kid that drove there in an Astro van with his friends, and I ordered the spiciest chicken wing. Oh, it's great. So I go, what's the spiciest you guys got?
You get to watch your eyebrows sweat.
I got terrible diarrhea, and they just pull over to a gas station. In an Amco station. I just took like a raging dump, and I had to have a friend buy me Pepto-Bismol and hand it to the door. I love that heavy metal door.
She's like, oh, she goes, a real man wouldn't eat the super mild stuff.
She goes, ooh, and I was like, I would like to be your husband.
He goes, what do I got to eat to get my picture on that wall?
I want to be next to Randy Savage.
What? I think DJ Lou has that. You have that too. I've had several friends in my life come up to me in like even the limited times in my life I've gone to strip clubs. Yeah. Several of the times I've had a friend come up to me and be like, dude, like I think I'm gonna go in the back. Like this girl keeps saying like that she really thinks I'm hot and like we should go in the back for a couple dances. And I'm like yep, dude.
Go,
yeah,
buddy.
man, totally. They just go back and they go down the line and like say it to everybody. That's not even hidden well. It's like, hey, and if you go, I know from being young when we would go to the strip clubs and being broke, like you want to go in the back, goes, no, I can't go in the back. And then I mean, they go from being like beep beep boo boo. You're like, I don't have any money. They go, all right. And they go, but they go to the person right next to you and go like, baby, and they would do that. And my friend would always be when he goes, I don't know, man. He goes, maybe I should. He goes, do you have any couple bucks I could borrow? Because like this one, she's saying like that I'm really cute and stuff. So like she's sick of all these other guys in here, and that like, it's like wow, dude. But I think there's a weird because it's not, by the way, ugly guys. Who are? I'd say
no. It's a personality.
I'd say both
type.
The ones I'm thinking of are better looking than I am.
But it's a personality type where there's guys that
I'm just
when I drank. Beautiful bartenders were my Achilles heel. Like I would just, if a beautiful bartender was like, "What are you doing?" I'd be like, "Man, I wonder if we're gonna get married here in Colorado." I mean, I'm sure my mom's gonna want to go, but mom likes to travel, and then be like, "I'll have another one," and then I'm just like hammered, and I'm like, "You have a boyfriend? Why don't you tell me you have a boyfriend?"
Why are we sharing a cab?
But that's like the fucked up part of being in the service industry is especially as a woman, you have to like deal with drunk businessmen. And Christine, you've probably dealt with that. I know you have at Dos Caminos, where you just see the drunk guys come in and they're like, "What? Let me take you out of this shitty place. What are you doing here?" And you're like, "That's a job. I earn money." Do you get that a lot in this location?
I do.
I got save you money, like that kind of.
Well, not even just like save you money, but just like.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be Jacob, but you have to get like right up on
hand behind that.
No, I won't do that. Hands up here, safe. It's on camera.
No, I do. It happens all the time. It happens probably like once or twice a week. And
once or twice a week?
Man. Well, to me,
and can I ask, just as you break this down, how
happened 3 times to you just at our table?
And it happened with the 2 loud guys next to you too. And it was like,
George, I will buy this woman for you. I love you as a business partner. I know human trafficking is illegal.
You can
but
love her.
I won't break those.
You can love her. You can kill in international waters. Whatever you want, because I love you.
I don't care. She could be your new daughter.
Both of you actually asked me the same question. The table behind you, George, asked me. He was just like, "How often do you get hit on during the week?" He asked me the same question today.
Georgie!
Which is interesting because he made a big deal about it being like 1 to 2 times a week. And it probably is more because I got hit on last night at this party. And it's just like, you sit there and you're like, how can I keep this relationship going?
Yeah.
And not have you not want to buy drinks from me if I'm like cocktailing at your fucking party.
Oh, And they're like that. They're like they're in party environment. Like
Right.
As a server, you have to be there and be like,
And you can
hey,
get
what's
tipped.
going on?
And like we do pool and stuff to a certain degree, so it's like we can share those tips together, and that's like fine by me. But like, it's interesting that you said that too, and you know, I actually have a boyfriend, so for me, it's like he works in the industry as well.
Jacob and I just can I just tell you right now?
Money to try and win you.
It just sounded like a giant Jenga just collapsed as Jacob and I locked eyes. That's the only sound that I heard.
Does this hot shot have a 1-bedroom in Astoria, Queens?
I'm gonna ask you a follow-up question. Does this idiot know anything about the Titanic? I'm sorry, your boyfriend's probably
He does, and I live with him in it.
Really?
In Astoria?
Where does this jerk off stand on cowboy hats all year round?
Is he?
Not one.
Is he a fan?
One.
Keep attacking and then asking questions about things that should hate about him.
And I keep like defending him.
Yeah. What does this piece of shit feel about baking?
Is this illiterate son of a bitch a Joey Logano fan? A 2018 NASCAR champion?
Probably not, because he's from the north.
So your boyfriend also works in the business.
Yeah, he works
Same
at
restaurant?
Oceana downstairs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He goes,
I like the restaurant.
he goes, I'm into him too. He goes, this is a collector's
Maybe
set.
you know him.
What's his name?
Well,
Can
no, I
Jacob go
don't make
mean
enough
mug him later while he eats fucking shark steak?
His name is.
It's a little dry, if I'm being honest.
He goes, Oceana, more like
Shitty on it. What is, you get this where they put all the plastic?
Is this stew made with fucking 12-pack cans?
If I want to chew on a fucking plastic wrap from a 6-pack.
So what does he do at Oceana?
So he's the bartender there. He's the bald guy with the beard.
I've never
Hell
been
yeah,
there.
but that's a cool description of a dude.
Bald
Yeah.
guy with a beard?
Bald guy with a beard.
Is he a space villain?
No.
Is he the father of a young girl who was
samurai?
attacked?
Did you guys meet working together?
We did. Somebody who works at Del Frisco's has known him for 16 years. Another guy's known him for 14 years. And they were like, you're single. We have a guy for you. So.
Man, the restaurant industry.
He's older than you, yeah?
Yeah, he is. He's 9 years older than me.
Man, I'm 8 years older. I'm 8 years older than Christine.
Holy moly.
But now she's getting old, so the difference doesn't really matter as much. And start and you get,
Christine,
I feel like I'm his age. Yeah.
Christine sometimes looks at Jay with real stab you in your sleep eyes.
She's been coming at me all day.
I know. You guys were talking about your wrestling matches at lunch.
Wait, but okay, can I ask you, did you feel like I ignored you in any particular way in regards to like my treatment of the men at the table?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
As a former server, what did you think?
I thought you were great. You're super friendly. You're nice to everybody. It wasn't like it didn't feel like you were flirting with the guys and ignoring the girls.
You're not some sugar baby whore.
Yeah. She's like, Mr. George, can I chew it for you?
Can I beep
He goes, see what I mean, George? I bring you women that chew your steak.
Have you, before you had a boyfriend, did you ever date anyone from working somewhere? Like, I mean, not from who worked with you also, but like a customer?
Oh, somebody who gave me your number? Yeah, I went out with a few guys.
Really?
My first year that I worked there, it was like 3 years ago. I went out with a few guys because especially during the holidays, I don't know, that kicks it up a notch.
Yeah.
But it's like you're taking care of parties and people are like, you remembered that I don't want bacon and vinaigrette and you don't want any butter and that you like it medium rare.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Jenny,
you want
stop it. Jenny, stop
unsweetened
it.
iced tea.
Jenny, you're going to kill him.
Unsweetened
Stop
iced
it.
tea.
Jenny, stop it.
Jenny,
As
you
Jacob's
mix.
friend.
Told you to go bald with a beard too.
We told you to go bald with a beard.
Bald with a beard. You see?
Bald is
No
pretty
one's
beautiful.
known me better than you.
I thought Jacob ordered the chicken.
Yeah. I didn't even know Jacob was at lunch.
Just Jacob there?
I thought he just picked us up outside.
Are you able to hang out with us for a little bit, Jenny?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sitting next to Christine.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Let's take our first break. We'll come back. We're hanging out with Jenny Heaton, everybody.
Keaton.
Heaton. What's your social media?
It's Jen Hito.
Jen Hito.
Janito, like mojitos. I think boyfriends
Mojito.
hate when you order at a restaurant. Her boyfriend gets it. I'm playing to him.
He gets it. Check her out, and we'll be right back hanging out with her. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
I feel like Jacob doubled down the salon pause since we saw him last. Now that he knows she's taken.
What do you mean?
He doubled down the neck patches.
He goes, well, if I'm not going to look cool, at least I'll be comfortable.
It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J Oakerson, Dan Soder hanging out today with Jenny Heaton.
Heaton!
Actress,
Get it right.
voiceover artist, singer. What kind of music do you sing?
I like to sing bluegrass and folk.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There used to be, do you remember, were you around at all, Dan, for Boston Comedy Club?
No, when I moved here, it was Comedy Village.
But there was still the Bag It In downstairs?
Very much so. I'd get very drunk there.
Do you remember like Tuesday nights was like bluegrass?
Yep.
But it was bluegrass jam night. So if you just bring like anything from a banjo to a fucking triangle, you could just go and just join in.
You could bring one of those
washboard.
old I was gonna say old washboard. Just play the spoons and be like, some bitch is cooking. When I was 17 and I worked at that concert,
They called you Hambone Soder?
I was the bluegrass king of Grand Junction, Colorado.
Washtub bass.
Oh, mountain boy. I worked. No, it was when we interviewed Kiss, and I said that I worked their last farewell tour. It was that same company. We went up into the mountains, and we worked a Bluegrass festival, and I got to work the front gate, and I was like 17 years old, and they were like, any pot, confiscate it. And we got 2 ounces of weed that we took off people, and there was a 17-year-old kid, and I'm taking weed off a 45-year-old
because
man.
Bluegrass people are they're not an argumentative.
They're not at all.
I understand. Rules is rules.
He's like, oh, all right, brother. Well, brother, I got some homegrown. Don't smoke this if you're flying the next day. It'll knock your socks off, but God bless. I can't wait to go watch a 9-hour song.
I understand. I knew when I packed it, I might lose it.
The old lady's going to kill me, but all right, brother. End of the day, we're like, dude, it's Fartbox. Fartbox and I are working the event, me and Fujak, and at the end of the day, we asked our boss, we're like, hey, what do you want us to do with all the confiscated stuff? He goes, I don't know, keep it. And we're like,
hell yeah.
What? There was mushrooms. It was all this shit.
Chopping up lines.
Yeah, we went and they let us stay in this hotel. And then we drove back, a guy back to Denver from the mountains that was telling us about, he was straight up like a convicted felon.
Really?
Yeah, and we didn't know till halfway through the ride, and it was like fucking Harold and Kumar, where you're like, wait, are you a murderer? Just some of the shit he was saying. He was like, can I get a ride to Littleton?
He was always carrying a bowling bag that was surrounded by flies.
Weird. Anyways, we got him home, but it was, I remember working at a Bluegrass festival. I was like, best weed I've smoked.
And maybe the closest you've ever been to a murderer.
Yep.
No, Legion of Skanks is the closest you've ever been to a murderer.
I've been
that's
feet away.
Still blows everyone's mind.
A fan of Jay's podcast murdered his mom.
Isn't there the video? You can bring up that video on, I want to see how close we were to cut his mom ear to ear.
Killed her.
Sat behind us.
Comedy fan.
Big fan of the show.
Murderers like to laugh. What I'm saying is, you can see Big J kill in San Francisco. That's a fucking segue. This Thursday through Saturday, Big J is going to be at the Punchline in San Francisco. So come on out, SF. Come on, San Francisco Bay Area. Come out and see Big J, November 29th through the 1st. After that, he's going to be in Wilmington, North Carolina. One of the greatest clubs out there. Dead Crow Comedy Club, December 14th and 15th. Get tickets at bigjcomedy.com. And then go watch his new half hour on Netflix, part of The Degenerates. It's episode 1, streaming now, netflix.com.
Dan Soder going to be at Laugh Boston. That's right, this weekend, November 29th through December 1st. That still makes me happy.
Yeah.
On December 11th, he's going to be headlining a rare headline set at the Original Comedy Cellar in New York City. Get tickets for that and all Dan's shows at dansoder.com. But get them fast because...
Might be, as far as anything personally directed towards me, that warms my heart the most. And it's a sad song. I think it's about a guy that dies.
Isn't there a Wilson Phillips version of it?
Hope not.
I like that. But also the way Lou took that sip, that was like a beer sip. He went, I hope not.
It might be great if Lou goes, it's not on the greatest hits album. That's what I got.
He goes, that's a shit B track, but sure, if you want to call it a cover. I didn't notice that Lou and Black Lou, both the Lou's, drank at lunch today. Mm-hmm. How many rounds did they have? Snitch on them.
Lou was crushing tall boys. By the way, just so you know, I saved you 3 times. I had to stop Lou from trying. He thought it was a can, tried to crush the glass on his head.
He goes, this'll get her.
He goes, chicks love alphas.
Time for me to show my stripes.
Well, time to throw my hat in the ring.
That boyfriend's probably working a double. Actually, didn't know that boyfriend. How many rounds?
He had 2.
All right.
And Black Lou had 3.
Yeah, Black Lou outdrank White Lou.
Black Lou orders the biggest, best things he can every time we go out.
Good for him.
What'd he get?
Like
Smart man.
The
biggest,
Ballast
best
Point
steak,
IPA.
best steak on the menu also.
Oh yeah, you got big
IPA?
with the steak, right?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, white man knows him.
Yeah, you got a dry age.
Hell
Dry
yeah.
age.
Dry age ribeye. 45-day dry age ribeye, medium rare.
Yeah, you don't fuck.
How
around.
was it?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
It's pretty great.
One of the best steaks you've ever had?
Oh, definitely one of the best things.
One of the best, not the best. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. She's got a boyfriend.
Yeah.
You lie to a lady with a
Come
boyfriend.
on.
Hey, what are
We
lying?
enjoyed a lot of the food. DJ Lou didn't love his steak that much, but understand also this is a guy who has Thanksgiving in the back of a bar. So
No,
I'm just saying, I've worked here for 16 years,
well, I've worked here for about 10 years. I don't know if you guys know that.
and I was looking forward to going there, and it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was good. It was good.
Oh, he turned on a you can't dislike me because I dislike you. All right.
No, it was above average.
you
but
have
I
a
just-
boyfriend, your salad sucks dick.
I've been working here, guys, remember, for 10 years.
We have drops of other people.
I know, I felt terrible. She was looking around, she goes, who's that asshole?
That was a different asshole.
It's like a dog whistle. She was like,
If you want, we could string together a bunch of things that make it sound like Jacob's hitting on you in a very uncomfortable way.
oh.
Oh.
Jacob drops are my favorite. So,
I get a lot of puss.
What do you think?
Puss.
Hey, Jacob, do you think any of us can get this girl?
Oh.
Lou had 2 drinks.
you know it.
Wait, where? This is the problem with having a Potheads run a radio show, because we were on a specific line of thinking. We were talking about the beers that they had. But before
Biggest and best thing that
that,
on
you
the
got
menu.
sat 3. Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah, Black Lou went for it big time. His company owes him.
Well, once we found out Comedy Central was paying,
Been treating him like a chump for years. We call him Black Lou for Christ's sakes. This guy deserves a 45-age dry age steak.
get the man a steak.
Get the goddamn man a steak and shut your mouth about it.
Get him 4 fingers. I told Lou Witzke up in the office to walk in and order 4 fingers of Johnny Blue.
Yeah?
Do you have guys come in and just get fucking hammered during the day?
Yeah.
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 And they hit on you the most.
No.
Really?
No.
What's
'cause
the most
they-
inappropriate offer you've got? Has anyone just ever just a flat out?
just it's like straight out asked to buy me for the night.
What?
Really?
Straight.
Dinner shift or lunch shift?
It was dinner. It would just and it was.
Did you
it
at least
was
have to
something
field
that
what the
was-
number was going to be?
And it was.
yeah. You don't.
It wasn't like a fun negotiation like that. No.
Was it?
He was going to name a price and it was going to be a take or leave? You don't think there was anywhere to
No,
negotiation
he was
room?
just. It was just. It's so lewd.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just.
Can you
he-
describe to us what was he like? Was he?
He was. He had just drank a lot of wine. It was a wine party.
Oh, so he had
Long sleeve button down shirt over a Pearl Jam t-shirt.
No, Russian.
Yeah. Well, you might think he's Russian because he's bald.
Yeah.
No, told me many times that he was Russian.
Was he? Did he have purple teeth? Did he have like?
Used that as a ploy.
Really?
Did he have it in like the corner of his mouth? Like when my mom drinks too much wine and it gets into the corner of her mouth and she starts crying about the drugstore closing down the street.
Do
I'm
you like foreskin?
you know, my mom's like, Dan, I used to buy your birthday cards there. But if this guy's like, he's got wine in his mouth, he's like, you know, where I grew up, you could buy people. Is that a thing here? No? He's trying to be cool? I don't know.
He didn't
No?
say, yeah, he goes, I don't know traditions.
I don't want to
I
be
love
creepy.
America.
I
Yakov
don't-
Smirnoff.
I don't want to be creepy. Was he just like, you've never been with men like me? Like that kind of energy?
No.
I can show you the basement of Bingo Hole.
You ever been to Brighton Beach at 8 a.m.?
You want to wake up bright early tomorrow and buy matching tracksuit?
Hope you like Adidas sweatpants. It's all I wear. Listen.
Right, you still have to serve you have to serve this guy.
Well, that's actually true and not true. Like, if I don't feel like I can handle it, my managers do actually swoop right in
Do you guys
and
have a-
handle it, and they will boot you in a hot second.
Do
Do you have a code
They
word?
have-
Yeah, like rodeo.
No, we don't have a code
Rusky.
word.
Rusky.
Rusky. He goes,
It's not
Rusky.
even that. I
Lewis.
literally just go and say, "Hey, you see that guy? You see that outfit he's wearing? He just asked to buy me. He just said, "What? We don't get dessert?" well, how about you for dessert? No, seriously, I will take you for dessert.
Did you do that sexy ass voice for him when you did it?
And it was like,
sir, we don't have flan.
but just like the complete and utter, like
dehumanization.
No, I knew that he was like dehumanizing me, and I gave a fuck, but I didn't really, because I was more impressed with how he came at it, like he deserved it, and I was lucky for him to say it to me.
Oh.
And it was like, I was just like, wow, you really believe what you're doing is not wrong at all.
Oh,
I was like, I could step back from it and be like, okay, you just don't know, but I don't want you here
Would
anymore.
it have eased the blow if you threw a number, though, that would have made you go like, wow, all right.
So that's how much you think I'm worth? No, that wouldn't have eased it.
No matter what? No matter what number?
What's your number?
Shit. I mean, here's well, for me, come on. You can say numbers to me that'll offend you, I'm sure.
I got $30 in lotto tickets for Jay.
$30 in lotto. You give me my scratch offs, but it's got to be the scratch off the game, like the bingo or the.
And I
crossword.
choose to
I don't
want
to just find out if I win or lose. I want to experience something.
Yeah, we're game.
Make a game out of it.
Yeah, I want to earn it at least. No, for me, I mean, what's mine? I mean, it's hard to say for a guy. It's such a different game for sure. But I mean, if some guy was saying literally $500,000 for the night, I'm not saying you take it no matter what. I can see being insulted by the dehumanization. I'm not arguing that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, on pure curiosity, would you not be curious to know the number he's going to?
I have been offered numbers.
It'd be funny if he goes.
You've been offered numbers.
It'd be funny if he goes like,
He did
goes,
not.
You're not prepared to take $17.53. He goes, oh, that hurts way more. He goes, damn.
He goes, 20, he goes, he looks at his hand, he goes, so not even for 24.55?
He goes, 44, there was a 20, stuck to a 20.
Oh, God damn it. But you said, what were the numbers, if you don't mind us asking?
There was $5,000 once.
$5,000?
There was $5,000 for a night once.
Was what kind of guy was that? Another drunk Russian? Another wine-teethed Russian?
No, he was a businessman, but not from this country either.
In the world of prostitution, that's
Turkish.
Oh, Christine hates the Turks.
Yeah, she's Armenian. Don't bring it up. The T word we don't say.
In the world of prostitution, though, 5,000. Now I say in the world of like the fairy tale of it that someone's going to come off for like.
Oh, you mean made in Manhattan?
Hundreds of thousands of dollars for one night with somebody.
Yeah,
$5,000 is like Elliot Spitzer level high end prostitution money.
Yeah,
beyond it. By a couple grand, I think. So that's actually a not insulting offer financially for that guy being a wrong piece of shit who offered it in the first place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? $5,000 was him going like, oh no, this is going to cost me. That was a big deal.
I am a businessman.
yeah.
So
I'm prepared to come up off the cash.
Business. Yeah, that's the whole environment.
I guess I don't know what the offers normally are, so I mean, to me, it did seem high.
Would you, as an actor, would you do nudity on film at all?
I have.
Because I'm casting a thing. You, honest to God, you say you have?
I have.
Tell us the thing so Jacob can go ruin it later.
Dude, fucking poor Jacob.
It was a.
Don't make us go through your IMDb and watch and thumb through everything you've ever been in.
No.
Jacob comes in tomorrow, just dark circles under his eyes. I go, Jacob, what are you doing? He goes,
I found it.
He goes,
I found it.
So high def.
It was really cool.
It was so high def.
It was the first film I got when I moved to New York 8 years ago. And it was an experimental film called. An experimental art film called In the Future, Love Will Also. And these two guys, Alfie Lee and I can't remember.
George.
No.
George. I got it off.
He's a dear friend of mine. I can't believe I can't remember his name. But I'll remember it. They basically created.
This is my godfather. What's his face?
He created this sci-fi world. In the future,
sci-fi nudity.
The
nice.
connects were on Manhattan, and everyone else was outside of that. And
easy to shoot.
They weren't allowed to take photographs or, do anything that had to do with technology because you were not on the island of Manhattan. And there was a lot of photographs that were taken of us. And then interspliced into the film, so it would just stop and it would be film, and all of a sudden it would be photographs and stuff. And also, ironically enough, we were the whole thing starts with him basically showing my my co-star on a table with tubes attached to his heads because we're looking into his memories.
Okay. Was he naked?
Yes.
Oh, and that's a man?
And that was a man.
How soft? Soft dick?
Soft.
Oh, man, that's on a cold table? Cold metal table? I'm not showing well laying down on a cold metal
Decent
table.
show on a cold table?
Oh, dude. Well, how good of a show?
I did not show, actually, myself, actually.
You were naked. You were just...
I had straps like, Fifth Element.
Oh, that's not nudity. We're talking about...
But then we had to do a sex scene later, and you do get to see my nip, actually.
Okay, but he is buck naked, the strap over his
Well,
piece.
the fun part is that we used the green suits when we were looking into each other's memory. So whoever's memory it was, they were in a green suit and therefore whited out on screen.
Yeah.
And it won the experimental and the audience award at the Brooklyn Film Festival in 2011.
Did the guy have a good hang for soft? I always think I would never. I couldn't do it.
I'd turtle up.
It's not
be
it's not
terrified.
as small. I think you could do it. It's not as small as
Not
you
a
think.
chance. No.
The second my flat butt hits that cold metal, I'm not presenting.
If I had
well.
one that when it was soft, if it like rolled around,
It
like
was
you know what I
in the
mean, as you
summer.
move.
It was the summer?
It was in the summer.
Still,
So we were.
I know cold metal when I feel it.
Listen, if there's ever going to be a season where I'm pulling my dick out on camera, it's going to be the summer.
Oh, I'm going to go August. I'm going to
have a fever.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I need balmy like conditions. I need a good humidity.
I need it to be swampy if I'm
Oh
showing.
man, we might as well be reshooting Swamp Thing, and I'll lay down naked on a metal thing.
I need it freezing if I'm going.
Oh my
but
God.
I need it swampy if I'm showing.
If it's fall, it's going to be just a fucking tight bag with a seam down the middle.
Oh my God, it is. It's going to look like a brand new Pen 8.
Yeah, dude. There's no way you're getting me to lay down naked on a metal. Anything past September 15th.
I just wouldn't. I couldn't show. I would never show my. I couldn't think of the role that I would think it makes
Never
sense
do
to
it.
show my soft dick on.
Soft dick?
No way.
And then-
What about hard?
I mean, that's a whole psyche challenge for the entire
And that's
crew.
how am I? Can I sit with my legs like like a swimming frog? Can I go feet to feet?
Just like this. Go now. Go now.
If I can do it like this,
Go now. Go now.
but I have to
Go.
I need to be laying back past perpendicular.
Go now.
I gotta be backwards all the way.
Oh.
So my body. So all of my body, feet and head, all leads up to the peak. That
Yes.
will then be. I need the penis to be all extension from the body.
It has to be.
My body can't be hilling up on either side of it. You know what I mean?
The second you engulf, heaven forbid, you pop your fucking hips
God
back
forbid
in.
I lean forward a little bit and my body just swallows it all back into itself.
Oh, that is one step forward, two steps back, my friend.
And that's not going to win any goddamn awards.
I'll tell you this: Brooklyn Film Festival will have it kicked out. We'll have the film. Are you looking up the pictures?
Oh no, I was just Clayton Alice and
No.
Alfie Lee.
You wanted to
Those
say
are the two
names.
directors.
Smart.
I
You're on
want-
film, and they might watch this.
And what's the name of the movie again?
In the future, love will also.
Jacob, you're right.
He already wrote it down, I promise you.
He pulls back his sleeve.
I'll send you.
He's
I'll
like,
send you the link.
I scratched
Dear
it, man.
Mr. Skin. Please.
It's me, Jake.
That's me, Jake again.
It's me.
Shaking Jake.
Met another young thespian in the city.
Yeah.
Ladies
Want
and
to do a nip check?
I want to see if this is in your records.
Their lovemaking must be beautiful.
Aww.
So you would do nudity.
I would do
film.
nudity honestly because I don't. Okay, well, I didn't choose to show my hoo-ha.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think
Which is
it's like strip
fine.
club rules. You go to non-alcoholic places for
what's the real need? Unless she's gonna get her own like shot, like what's the real need?
Yeah.
And I would definitely do nudity and have done it obviously for this, whatever you want to call it. But I don't think I would ever really show my hoo-ha unless it was something. Unless it was.
Totally. Listen, you're willing to show boobs. That's pretty
Have
awesome.
you what mainstream movies? We've gone through these on the show before. What mainstream movies where they have either real sex or super graphic nudity? Have you thought it was like it made sense for it?
Oh my god! Well, obviously, Wolf
Like a
of
Ken
Wall Street.
Park or something?
Well, Wolf of Wall Street, like just seeing her body, she was.
But that's
so
more.
fucking
That's
beautiful.
glamour shit. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You ever see like Bully, like
Oh,
Harmony
have you seen-
Korine,
have
Larry
you-
Clark
okay,
type shit?
I know that they've talked about this, but have you seen Blue is the Warmest Color?
No, but I've heard
the two lesbians.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like I've
seen screen clips from it on the nipslip.com.
That is the hottest sex scene ever. And then I read up on it, and they were like, it actually was not that like they were like it wasn't that like crazy great to film and blah blah and like. It wasn't well received, but when I watched it and I had no idea, I was just told it was going to be hot. It was so fucking hot. It was great.
Yeah, there's like there's movies like Short Bus where there's real pussy eating. A guy sucks his own dick.
Hey!
Ken Park, where the guy jerks off to completion.
Okay.
And I think there's full penetration threesome in that.
That's a weird jerking off on film because that's like when they yell cut, you're like,
I was right there, man. Right there. I was right there.
Did you guys get that? I think some of it got over there.
Some of it got. I think there's a little on the boom.
That just made me fucking spit laugh.
Hey, do me a favor. He goes, apologize to that grip for me.
Oh God. Hey, boom, Mike. Sorry. Did I hit your boom?
Malcolm,
are we cool? You're union, right?
You're still union, right?
You're union. You get to fucking check up.
But yeah, Wolf of Wall Street was full frontal nudity. But yeah, I mean, some of these movies go like hardcore and like to get somebody to do it. Sarah Silverman did full frontal nudity in that movie I Smile Back. I thought it was fantastic.
Based on Amy Koppelman's book, Brian's wife.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Such a sad, dark movie.
Yeah. Great book.
Yeah, I love Sarah Silverman too, and she was great. Yeah, I didn't really know it was a book.
Yeah, it's Brian Koppelman's wife, Amy.
Oh, she wrote the book.
She wrote the book that it was based.
And then, I got you. That's right. I did know that.
Yeah.
I did know that. But pretty fantastic. Let's take another break.
Yeah, sure, bud.
Yeah, okay, bud.
Our new best friend Jenny's hanging out, making Jacob wish that he was a bartender.
Or at least he knows what. Or at least know what restaurant to go kill a guy at.
Yeah.
I'm coming for your late shift.
Jacob doesn't produce our show anymore. He's a bartender.
Jenny Heaton's hanging out with us. Jenny Hito on social media. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
All right, guys, let's talk about how you get your clothes, because shopping sucks, waiting in line, going and trying stuff on that doesn't fit.
Sucks.
Everything sucks. Everything's stupid. I don't even want to be at the mall.
I hate this.
Remember that? Yeah, well, that's over because of Bombfell. The easiest way for guys to get better clothes. I wore my Bombfell jacket today.
You did.
It's great. I love it. I feel great.
And you look great.
Look great. Look so good. It came right to my door. What happens is you get matched with a dedicated personal stylist who sends you clothes from the best brands based on your fit and taste.
What's your stylist's name?
Michael.
Yeah.
Some bitch and I have a deep connection.
Is he handsome?
God damn.
How does he feel about
well, I mean, listen,
highlights in hair?
I did one box, and he was 2 for 3 out of the box.
Really?
I just want to say that's. And by the way, you only pay for what you keep, and what you don't keep, you send back with free return shipping. Even 20% off when you buy multiple items. So go to bombfell.com/bonfire. Get $25 off your first purchase. bombfell.com/bonfire for $25 off. bombfell.com/J.
Bonfire.
You're so good at this. Hey, look at me. You're so good at this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
I heard the song in fucking 12
Crank
years.
it up.
This is the one they're snowboarding, right? The music video?
Yeah.
I was always like, man, I wish I was jacked enough to wear snowboarding pants that were cool. Not happening.
Hey, now you are.
No.
You can wear whatever you want now.
Hey, thanks. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Oakerson. Joining us, our server /actor /VO /singer /science sci-fi movie award-winning Jenny Heaton. Heat is on. Jenny Hito on Instagram, and joining us for the last hour, good friend of the show, just funny son of a bitch and a great man, wow. Graham K.
Well, thank you very much. And
the best Canadian singers, Rick Moranis.
Yeah, I've heard that in several social circles.
A lot of people are saying it.
A lot of people are saying that you're
best Canadian since Rick Moranis.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I heard Skinny John Candy.
You know, he quit showbiz to take care of his dumb kids.
It's one of the saddest stories in the world. His wife died, and he was like, "I'm out. I'm going to take care of my kids." And you're like, "That is such the coach of the job." Oh, you brought one water. Cool, Jacob. We don't have a new guest. And son of a bitch! Thought I had you dead to rights. Thought you had my dead eye on you.
Oh, I know he really hit head faked you too. He goes, "Here you go, honey," and then one for you too.
Goes,
it ain't just about you, sweetheart. Start doing this.
Jacob keeps going. The world keeps spinning.
Moving forward, never looking back, buddy.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Terminator, baby.
Graham, you were a server.
Yes.
Jenny and us were having.
I served in Afghanistan.
No, you didn't. Don't. No stolen valor.
At an Arby's.
At an Arby's.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
In the green zone.
Yeah. They go, dude, I worked at the TGI Fridays in the green zone. Those guys blow cash. You want to walk with 800 on a lunch? Go work in the green zone.
Applebee's in Dubai?
Dude, good night. I worked 4 shifts a week. I'm living like a king.
Suck a dick, Rainbow Room.
All right? Yeah. Eat it, fucking Russian tea room. I'm fucking sleeping on a waterbed in Dubai.
Chick-fil-A in Dubai?
Clean it up. You get to one of those places where it's clean.
Where did you work at? Tim Hortons.
No,
You think every Canadian works at Tim Hortons?
At some point you did.
This is a true story. When I first moved here, I was a tourist for 5 years, and so I could only work at places in New York that would hire me in cash.
The Molson Factory.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
Brian Adams Museum.
Cole hockey sticks. He
they made you had to make 3 years to make a Wayne Gretzky ice statue.
Dude, when I was
just blatant racism.
It's nationalism again. It's xenophobia.
My people have been through enough, sir.
Graham and I have known each other for a long time, and I remember a long time ago when Graham was like, "Yeah, I got hired at this restaurant because they're hiring illegal immigrants," and you're like, "Oh yeah, you're an illegal immigrant." And he's like, yeah, I'm working at the kitchen, and you're like, "Oh fuck, that's crazy." And he like hate it, and he's like, "Yeah, they make me work all these crazy shifts, and they pay me shit, but I'm an illegal immigrant, so I just have to take it." And you're like, "Wow, I forget. You would forget."
I'd only work at places that were popular in the '90s and just about to go out of business.
Planet
Hollywood. They're like, we can't afford to pay anything.
Yeah.
I used to work at a Halloween themed restaurant near Times Square.
Yeah,
Jekyll and Hyde.
The Last Hula Hands.
Yeah, they used to have like all these like animatronic things that would like talk to you and stuff.
Yeah,
and they would all be broken, and we had a huge rat problem. I'm a team player, and
you really fucking go with your service, huh?
And we had a bunch of rats, and they tell us to tell people that they were animatronic rats.
That's so funny.
Really? And I swear to God, people would believe.
I would.
People walk in and they just buy in and be like, it's animatronic. They'd be like, wow, that was good.
You should have offered Dan a lap dance and told me he thought he was really handsome too.
I'd be taking you. I'd save you. I'd save you from this life.
I'll get you out of here. You don't need to be hanging upside down unless you want to, baby girl.
Stop it. You don't need to be. Dude, what's great is there's people that went back to their fucking shit towns and they're like,
in New York City, I went to a restaurant that had the most lifelike animatronic rats I've ever seen in my life. And they were crawling all over your father, and he just had the best time.
And they're like, those are for real New York City sewer rats. And they're just like,
oh my God, Gloria, that fucking robot bit me.
Just takes a fucking hunk out, and she's like, oh, fuck. Oh, I am bleeding hard.
Have you ever done dinner theater-y things like that, Jenny, at all?
No, but
you wanted Tony Tina's wedding? I love that Vecchione was.
Yeah, dude, he was. Vecchione was in Tony Tina's wedding.
I would have loved to have done Sleep No More, but like right in the beginning when it first came out.
What's that? Yeah, that's.
You guys don't know Sleep No More at the McKittrick Hotel?
No.
It's you go everyone gets a card.
Yeah.
And you have to like, check all your stuff.
It's $100. $100 fucking dollars.
It's like $150.
Bunch of fucking horseshit if you ask me, bud.
But you go there and everyone puts on a white mask.
Okay.
And you all get called by your card to go in this elevator, and it's in the old McKittrick Hotel, and you go in and you're not allowed to speak. And all you can do is you follow around these actors that are running around willy-nilly, and you can like choose to follow them or not, but there's like multiple storylines, and it's all loosely based off of Macbeth, and you see people fucking, and you see people dancing, and you see absolute
we'll tweet the video
nudity
at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter. We'll tweet it out.
It's really cool, and the whole point of it is it's supposed to be experiential theater where you get to follow these different lines
Freaks.
in a book, like those books back in the day.
Do they
It was like,
acknowledge
choose
you at all?
therapy.
Do they acknowledge you at all?
Yeah, like I went the first time I went. Of course, I was like, I just turned.
You like watching me fuck?
Some people tell me that has happened too.
The guy hits on her. He goes, the guy's acting. And he goes, $5,000 whole night. What do you say?
But I had.
Did you say people said I got head?
No, some people tell me that they would go to this, and they would have the actors would interact with them. It's totally fine. Like, you are told that they will touch you. You are told that they will, like, interact with you or push you out of the way. Like, if you're in their fucking way, they're going to push you out of their way because they're going to try and kill this guy in front of them or whatever.
I'll fight him.
For 100 American, Graham.
Touch me. Touch me and see if I don't drop a C note and blast a fucking actor in his fucking jaw for pushing me. I go, oh, dude, this is a...
Get out of the way. Bitch, I paid for this.
You just hear me lay him down. He goes, I said the doctor will be... You just fucking make him snore.
He goes, I pay $100, so I'm leaning on your doctor's table right now.
Goes,
dude, I really just need you to move. Can you be cool about this? He has a break.
This is a family show.
He goes, dude, the scene doesn't progress unless I can get to the desk. I go, I've been walking. I want to sit down.
The scene doesn't progress if you keep knocking me out.
I misheard Jenny. I thought she said that people have told her they got head, and I was gonna, that's just, remember we've had that conversation before. I think the term head is weird anyway, and when a girl uses it, I find it very weird. But Christine uses it. That she got,
okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
That she got head in their life. If a guy goes down on you, you say you got head from a guy?
No, I say you, like, go down on me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you go down on me or whatever.
Yeah.
Or he went down on me.
Christine, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying
I thought head was like a modest way of saying it.
I think it is. I think it's a polite way.
It sounds like 70s porn way to me.
Graham, what do you think?
Just give you some head.
Just a lady from the 17th century.
Oh, well, hello.
I got head.
Oh, I was riding in the fields receiving head copious amounts of carolingas.
Got me some stank brain.
Oh, yes. Oh, I got jaw from that stable boy.
But
people have said that was something that they did, that they went there and the actors interacted with them in such a way that they were taken into private rooms and would like have makeout sessions. I know this one girl said that she had sex with a guy. Like,
was she the actor or was he the actor?
He was the actor.
That's a hell of a
that guy
job.
went for it.
And it was like she would like
bold choice.
She's like, this is my fifth time coming. I'm gonna come back because like I'm into it or whatever. And it was very cool.
She's getting railed and go. She goes, "This is immersive. This is really immersive."
She goes, a little left. She goes, you take direction well.
HD 3D experience. I swear to God, Patty, we went to Jekyll and Hyde's, and then we went to this immersion therapy, and Marcy gave the guy a blowjob.
Next thing I know, Doris is gone. She's getting Eiffel Towered in another room.
She's got a fucking baby now.
You're not gonna believe this. He came on my Bubba Gump sweatshirt. I had to go back. I lied. I said that there was some. I said it was already on it, and they gave me a new one. And Randall doesn't even know. Came back. I sucked off a black guy. He was in the play. One of these actors. He had a.
Oh, it was a big one.
Oh,
it was a
whopper.
big one.
Freshwater bass. Thing out of a zipper. I think he might have been European. The thing wasn't cut. It had 2 layers to it.
Yeah, that's fucking
like that.
Just like that. Yeah.
Just like that. But it's funny to be immersive that it was just some beautiful girl that lives in Brooklyn on a mattress on the floor, and she was like, he took me into the room and had me. Like, there
really can't be though. There really can't be enough of a waiver you can sign.
to fuck the audience.
I mean, I don't know legal mumbo jumbo, but I'm pretty sure you can't finagle it enough to get him to say, he goes, look,
I'm no Salino and Barnes.
No, there was the sign we had leaning up, the old sign outside. It says, if you enter these premises, you might be filmed or fucked.
He goes, I'm no Greenberg, but I don't think you going there and getting stuffed on the fucking former room.
Getting the old braciole while you're trying to watch some immersive theater.
Scummy Queens fucking lawyer. Listen, what we got is an open and lock case. This guy fucked you. You didn't sign that away.
He gave her the old Gabon. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't care if Marlon Brando calls you Stella. You don't take his fucking
acting schmacktin. This guy was going in there giving her the old beef sausage. You know.
So you said you want to do that, or you don't want to do that?
I would love to do an interactive theater like that. I would not fuck the guest.
Yeah, well, I think that's.
Say that now.
Well,
I mean, you haven't seen these guests.
You don't know what the role is.
I don't know.
You know what the role is. I don't know. Dude, live. I did the one musical.
The musical. It's great. Graham, have you done musical theater at all? Like sometimes people have a background.
No.
I didn't think so. Dude, that look was so good.
Don't look at me like that. Have you done musical theater in any way or form, Graham?
Are you a do you like Spartan movies?
You like movies about gladiators?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I did stock in college. Summer stock.
Oh, I did Oklahoma.
I've never felt more free.
Oh.
And I loved it. Daniel, I loved it. Thank you for asking. Yes.
Well, Jay, like
I took one acting
After
class.
this, I'd like you to chase me down the hallway. Chase me, Daniel.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, musical theater takes. There's no way I could do it because Jay and I have talked about it on the show. It's the break from dialogue into song is
the best, though.
It always makes me laugh, even when I'm there. Not out loud, but I'm like, oh, come on.
It's hard for somebody.
I gotta get out of this town. I gotta get out of this town and find a new place to be.
Yeah.
Something's calling me. Hello, West Coast.
Or just when they do the sad one where they just drop the light in, they go, walking alone. Fuck this.
Wow, dude.
I can't listen to this. This is ridiculous.
Dude, that's the best part ever is when on Grease. That's my favorite. I laugh so hard every time that part's on. When he tries to grab her titty at the drive-in movie theater. She slaps him and leaves, and he goes, Sandy! And then he just goes, stranded at the drive-in, labeled a fool. Like it's just singing a song while the fucking refreshments thing's going on behind him.
You're a common date rapist.
He goes, is that where that goes? No one's ever squeezed a girl's tit, had to run away, and then started just singing to himself. He goes,
breasts are great.
Yeah, look, he's like his dick hurts.
Oh, come on, Sandy.
Oh, Sandy, what are you doing?
Sandy, it hurts.
You hit the door in my balls.
Oh, I got my front. Oh, they cut
Sandy.
Oh, it's right
you
there.
hit me in the gabagool.
On the middle and the bottom. Yeah, right there. Oh, son of a bitch.
So close.
Son of a bitch. Do you do music? Jenny, do you do musical theater?
I have not done a musical theater endeavor here in New York City, but it is something that I do want and am planning on doing.
Well, good news. We're writing Bonfire the musical. It's been in production.
It does call for nudity. Hoo-ha's, yes.
3 minutes long and very racist.
It gets pretty crazy. It gets real questionable at times.
Full penetration immersive theater. Now, if you read the sign up front, this is legally covered.
It's right there under the wing special.
SAG affiliated.
You'll see it's right there. And you go, son of a bitch, there it is. You go, son of a bitch. You know what? I can't sue. We can't sue.
I saw
it's on this. I didn't see it and read the last part.
I was looking at the $12.99 wing special. Didn't realize that the immersive theater rape clause is actually in there.
Oh, look at that. It is in there.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Greenberg and Greenstein.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, Salino and Barnes stepping in.
We don't get paid till you get money.
Were you recently injured?
Slip and fall, immersive theater rape.
Did someone in an immersive theater try to have sex with you against your will? Well, we'll take them to court.
Are you waiting for a structured settlement from an immersive theater rape?
Yeah.
Well, do you need all that money right now? Call J.G. Wentworth.
That's my uncle.
777 cash net.
What?
Who?
J.G. Wentworth.
J.G. Wentworth? You're from the Wentworths?
The singer for the J.G. Wentworth opera commercial is my uncle.
Hell yeah. All right.
He did
Is he in the commercial or is he just a voiceover?
No, he's the voiceover.
You were born into this business.
Yeah. Oh, nepotism. I see how it is.
Nepotism.
You're getting all that J.G. Wentworth.
All right. All right, Surrey Cruz. Jeez.
Yeah, Jenny, some of us had to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps. No help.
I'm just coming from pieces of shit in Philadelphia. I didn't realize your voiceover royalty.
I'm coming from fucking Aurora, Colorado.
I have a
Look it up.
structured settlement
Several
and I need
gun down.
cash now.
JG, that's your uncle?
A structured settlement and I need cash now.
Oh, that's not the actor though.
No, it's his voice though. He's a professional opera singer.
Nice.
That's crazy. That's my Aunt Maurice.
What's his name? PJ Wentworth?
His name is Stephen Bryant.
Steven, Uncle Steve. I got an Uncle Steve. I got an Uncle Steve. That's
Good job, Steve.
Good job, Steven. Did I buy him a house? How much money did he get?
Is it insulting the person who they put to his voice?
No.
That's how I would feel. Yeah. That's called living an insecure life. I go, oh, I guess my voice is big and fat like that guy. Thank you. Dan's laughing hard because he knows it's exactly where I go. I go,
I know.
Okay.
If I go, Jay, you got a fucking J.G. Wentworth commercial doing opera singing? And then I see it, and I go, fuck, Jay's going to hate that. Yeah. First day, and he's like, yeah, no, I saw the guy.
Yeah, that's what I said. I always tell
the
them.
Final cut.
Does he just do commercial opera singing?
No, he does. That was done by a local commercial rep, which is also like one of his friends or whatever. But he's a music teacher at a school
in New York.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Is he your gay uncle in New York that you moved?
No,
to?
He's actually straight. He's married to my aunt, and they have 2 boys, but. Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. I was just saying.
Well,
that sounds like a moving.
Good beard.
She's clear. It's clearly all false.
Long-running beard.
But like to
but
move.
No,
to...
he does actual. He does actual opera. He does. He performs and travels around the world and around the country.
Graham, have you ever done opera?
Oh yes.
Graham, talk to me about the opera.
Sing something.
We were given notes that
I mostly play eunuchs.
We were given notes that we don't do interviews well, and now that
we're incorporating everybody. We're doing so good.
Jacob, how good are we doing? I know that you're just like. I know you're hearing Dreamweaver in your head. You're staring at Jenny. I understand that you're nowhere near us, but I think Graham, we're focusing in on you, buddy, and we're getting to the bottom.
You've never stared at me this long or focused.
Do you remember when you walked in my? Do you remember when you walked in my apartment and I had the giant table and the tiny stool and the tiny laptop and I was writing?
It's like when Dan first became a professional comedian and he made about $11,000 a year.
That's being generous.
And he had like one of those laptops you can buy for $100. And it was very tiny. And then he had a little tiny desk.
An Acer? Was it an Acer?
It was an Acer. It might have been an Acer.
I think it was. It was a tiny Dell that my roommate got from his work that they forgot they gave him. Yeah. And he was like, hey, give me the other half of the TV that I spent money on. And he's like, I didn't have a computer. And he's like, and I'll give you this computer. And I was like, get yourself a deal.
It was like for surfing the web.
It really was.
It wasn't for anything else.
It really was.
Yeah, word processing and surfing the web.
That's all I had.
And he had a little tiny stool. And it was about a foot off the ground, and it was just he was typing away, doing all. I was like, you can do better.
He walked in, and it's the only.
Wait, you were playing it was like down. The stool was down lower than you.
Yeah,
he looked like a.
So you look like Schroeder playing piano.
Yeah.
He looked like.
No, the table was up, but the stool is really small. The stool is really tiny, so the table's high up. And it's the only time in my life where a friend has laughed at me where I was like, I should probably get it together.
Yeah. When they just laugh at your life, you're like, oh,
that's exactly what it was.
Get a chair.
He walked in and he was
the smallest amount of effort.
And he did it in a chair. He did a very nice Graham way, but he goes, come on, bud. What are you doing? And I walked in, I was like, hey. Yeah, it's one of the hardest I've ever laughed at. I remember watching someone laugh at me and being like, "Oh fuck!"
Good interview question, Dan. I was good. Got the ball rolling.
It's about Hey, Dan, can I ask you a question?
Have you ever
where I answer it and talk about it?
Have you ever done? How do you
feel about musical theater?
Graham, have you ever done nudity in a sci-fi film?
You know what, Jay? Can I say this real quick? Great job.
Thanks.
No, I
don't know how to work with this. I mean, I'm giving you the material, man.
I tried to bring up stuff shared past, but it got shot down.
I don't know. The foreskin. I think it'd be tough for me to,
You don't have foreskin.
I do.
Really?
I do. Yeah, Canadians have foreskin.
All? No,
Most.
that's French shit.
Most.
No!
Really?
People, no!
No!
You guys are body shaming me and you're racist?
No, foreskin shaming you.
Canadians not a race.
We're nationalist foreskin haters.
Xenophobes, dude. Come on, bro.
All right, Dan, we get it. Your word calendar was xenophobes.
It would be like the new Crazy Rich Asians, I would break boundaries and do the first foreskin on movies.
Mustache foreskin. Yeah, you dude, if you came in hanging bag.
Yeah.
Oh, no, nobody wants to see that, man.
Nobody. Nobody.
It looks like a turkey that someone cut the head off.
Mine's not bad, but
I mean, you got to show it. That's what I'm saying. I mean, pin back the hood.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I had a girlfriend and did not know for like 2 years.
What?
You know,
What?
you always because you always had the sleeve back.
I always had the sleeve
You were always
back.
ready to go outside like Big Shirley. All right. Okay.
I don't get the reference.
Shit. Fucking that's what's happening. You guys didn't get black TV in Canada. It was a black sitcom
No, I'm just
from
not
the 80s.
46.
I'm not 46 either.
Back to your bag.
I'm 40. How old are you?
37.
No.
Guys,
I mean, I'm not older enough than you for that one. I was going to say I thought if you were 32 or something that would make sense. If you were 32, I'd fuck you.
You could get away. You could get away with like.
You look great.
Thanks, buddy.
28.
Oh, all right.
No, thanks. I'll take it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I thought he was significantly younger than me enough that that would have made sense that I was older. But 3 years older is not much of a gap. We probably have all the same references.
I was just being defensive. Is what that was.
You probably should have got it.
Yeah.
Come on, we're relaxed here.
I wasn't allowed to have cable growing up. My parents said we were too poor. Then I found out they just didn't want us watching TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man, they put poverty on you instead of just being like no.
They told you it was poor. Usually they go the other way.
We have too
Usually
much
they would
money
tell
for
you-
cable. What?
Yeah, cable's below us, boy.
No, they said they were too poor for TV, but they would normally say that they were doing it so you don't watch TV, but it was actually because they were poor.
No, my mom. Well, yeah, my parents. We were just normal. We had a Ford Windstar van.
That's a good
We
van.
were just normal.
I had that van.
Yeah.
You had that van?
Blue.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up?
In a northern suburb of Chicago.
Hey, all right. Good girl. Chicago girl. That's right.
She likes a pickle on her hot dog, and that is not sexual.
That is not sexual at all. That's just a Chicago
Nothing
dog.
is sexual in Chicago.
Deep dish. It is too cold to get sexual.
I'll tell you what Rob Mayu pointed out to me about the women, because he moved to Chicago, about saying about the women of Chicago that I found to be eerily true when he pointed it out to me. He goes, there's a lot of heavy chins on the women in Chicago, and maybe it's Polish faces, perhaps. But after he said it, I noticed a lot about.
It's called a double chin because all they eat is sausages.
Not a double chin. Just like a lot of real estate from lip to bottom of chin.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, like a fucking who's the moon guy from McDonald's?
Yeah, Mac the Knife.
Mac
Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, it was like that.
It was like Mac,
I got that reference.
Mac the Knife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got McDonald's in
for me.
Canada.
How about
We had that on the rabbit ears.
Bigfoot Silva chin?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Bigfoot Silva? Bring
Yeah.
a picture of Bigfoot Silva.
So your parents just didn't want you to watch TV, so they faked poverty.
Yeah, but I watched. I jokes on them. I watched the same 4 channels a lot.
That kind of chin.
That's a Chicago lady. That looks like my first wife when we met at the bar after the Cubs game.
He looks like those stone faces on that island.
He does like Easter Island, yeah,
Easter
for
Island,
sure.
yeah.
That guy is not a handsome man.
Tell him to his face.
He'll kick shit out.
Why don't you tell him that?
He has a forehead underneath his mouth.
Right? That's what you should tell him to his face, but learn how to say in Portuguese so he fucking rips your head off.
So he chokes you out.
Forehead,
Yeah. He goes, Graham was murdered that day. We gotta take our last break.
Take our last break here. We have commercials to do, everyone. You know that. We hate it. We have Graham K hanging out with us. Jenny Heaton. We'll be right back. It's Not Even Nature Day on the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
I is for hey. Yeah, it's the Bonfire Comedy Central Radio Sirius XM 95. Big J. Oakerson, Dan Soder hanging out. Graham K. Graham K's new album, Girlfriend Material, coming out Christmas.
Yeah.
Coming out of Christmas. Yeah. Of course, our other guest, the lovely Jenny Heaton, hanging out with us. Jenny Heato is her social media, and can they IMDb Jenny Heaton and see all your work?
Yeah. Got some stuff in the works and stuff coming up.
You do voiceover, you do cartoons ever? I love cartoons.
Oh, I would love to. It's a hard racket to get into.
Do you do voice?
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm getting deep vein thrombosis, so I have to stand
What does that mean?
I don't know. That's a blood clot that goes to your heart.
Oh, Jesus. Do you think I have it? Why would you say
I can't say that. I can't say anything.
It's just a hypochondria. You caught his hypochondria right
no,
there.
we're both. Dude, we're
Do
both.
I have it now?
No, you don't have
Yeah.
it. Dude. Does your left leg hurt?
My right leg, though.
Nah, man, you can.
It's the left. Give me a second. It'll
I don't
get
know.
there.
It's what fucking.
And you know how hypochondria works? I promise you my left leg will feel weird in a minute.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Christine will hear it 20 more times tonight. Hey, does my left leg look weird? Like, that thing that Dan said?
Yeah, Am I dying? Am I dying like Dan?
One time I just got in my head that I had bed bugs, and I threw everything out, like all my family, all my photos and all my books.
Photos?
And I photographed heirlooms, like
Fabergé egg.
My grandmother's tinker box.
And I moved, and it turns out did not have them.
Did you? What was the proof?
My goddamn mind.
That's not. Don't tell Mike Vecchione that you could have mental bugs.
I got a biopsy of like a itchy part.
Yeah.
And then I got them to cut out a hunk of my. I have a scar. I got them to cut out a hunk of my skin, send it away to the lab. They go back. They go, you have a winter itch. I go, what? You have dry skin because it's winter. I put everything in garbage bags and put it into a dryer.
They call you that as you're watching everything burn.
Yeah.
Mr. K, it was you have itchy skin. Use lotion. He's like, say that again.
I've had a lot of biopsies for someone who's not sickly, how much I go. And if I go to the doctor, I'm like, take a piece of me and send it away. Let me know what I got. Mm-hmm. I'm not leaving here until you cut a chunk off of me.
Dude, I'll let him go full invasive surgery right in front of me just to make sure I'm okay.
I just want to
tell
come
me
back.
there's not.
I'm not going to come back.
So
you got to handle it all right now. Jam whatever up my ass while I'm here. Now.
You do not feel as strong or as powerful as leaving the doctor's office when they're like, you're all right. And you're like, I know I am.
Not me. I think of all the other doctors I have to go to. Goes, oh yeah, well my heart's good, but that doesn't mean shit about my lungs. And
last time I went, I had a doctor that was like, your heart beats irregular, and I was like, I'm gonna die. It just sent me down a dark road.
I'm pretty sure I have a tumor in my leg. Christine doesn't feel it, but she's lying. Christine says there's nothing there at all, but she's lying. She knows. She doesn't want me to feel bad.
I went to my doctor and I was like, I have cancer. She's like, why? Well, I'm just. I'm tired or whatever. She's like, are you losing weight? I'm like, no, gaining. She's like, she's Irish. She goes, people with cancer don't gain weight.
Yeah,
like, great.
You fucking idiot. Do you know people with cancer would love to gain weight?
You want to hear crazy? And Christine will support this too. When I lose weight, and people go, damn, you look great, I immediately want to start gaining a few back to make sure. It goes, it's because I've been eating good, right? It's not because I'm it's not because I'm dying, right?
When I went through that breakup in 2015, and everyone was saying that, like, dude, you look great. I'm like, is it sickly? How bad is it?
Yeah, you look great. He goes, gaunt, right?
Gaunt. I'm dying.
The best part was Christine having it one day when I came to her and I go, Christina, just like everyone keeps saying, like, you look great and you lost so much weight, and they're saying how tiny I am, and I don't know if she goes, Jay, you're not tiny. She goes, they're just saying you've lost weight.
Yeah,
you're not like
a thin
man. No one's gonna go, what happened to Jay? He's so cool. He goes, he's still a large man.
He's a big dude. Still can comfortably go by the name Big J.
What doctor was it? We walked into a doctor for something.
Stomach. I walked in. I go, I'm here for my stomach cancer. He goes, oh my God. He goes, what? You didn't say that on your paperwork. I go, what do you mean? He goes, I didn't know that. He goes, you didn't put that on your thing. I go, what? He goes, you have stomach cancer? I go, no, I'm coming here to find out that I have stomach cancer. He goes, don't ever say that again. He goes, it says here you're having diarrhea for a few weeks. He goes, it's not a sign of cancer. I go, it's probably really. You have cancer, not diarrhea? I doubt that happens. No one ever goes, I have cancer. Really, really regular shit.
He goes, oh, man, I got cancer and I am putting down perfect olives.
I mean, just 6 inches.
Cutting and shipping.
The right kind of brown.
Cutting and shipping.
Swiss rolls, man.
We were talking about.
Uniform, like a pack of ho-hos.
I'm putting tails on a couple of them, little swirly tails. When they put me on antibiotics a couple weeks ago, there is something fucked up about when you actually go in and they're like, oh shit, yeah, there is something wrong, and you're like, is it the worst thing ever? And the guy's like, no, I think you got sick a couple weeks ago. We need to put you on antibiotics.
You said put my house in order? So I have to call my family and make right with people?
Can you stay here while I call my mom and tell her I'm dying?
I have to go make up with enemies. Sir, you have a cold. You have a cold.
He's gone. He's gone.
I have to go make friends with my enemies.
Jesse, I'm sorry what I did to you in 1997.
You were the new kid, and I thought I would pick on you because people were picking on me, and I didn't know how to process those kind of emotions.
Do you have any hypochondria, Jenny?
Yeah, I do, but I also I don't drink enough water.
Yeah.
And I'm trying so hard because I have had kidney stones 4 times in my life.
Oh my God.
And I am 29 years old.
That is brutal.
And I have
hospital. Go to the hospital for
taken away in an ambulance 3 of those times. And once was on my 29th birthday this past April. Like literally did not drink enough water. And I was at a brunch at Sanford's in Astoria with all of my friends. My parents drove up from South Jersey.
Great chicken thigh wrap at Sanford's. Just want to say, love it.
Whiskey and
I don't know about that.
Scotch collection.
It's the devil. I love the food.
Fantastic kidney stones bowls.
Oh my God, great inducing kidney stones.
Just firing them out like you're fucking get shot by a shotgun. You're cleaning out some shells.
Yeah, you try those filet mignon egg rolls. Tell me it doesn't give you kidney stones. So you had it at the restaurant?
Yeah, we all sat down and we all ordered, and then I was like, holy fuck, there's something wrong with me.
It comes out of nowhere.
It came out of, well, I had some pain, and I
You could have it tonight, Jay.
Oh, don't do. Why would you do that?
It didn't. I felt it. Literally, just feels like somebody's like just slowly stabbing you in the back of your you know. I don't know, wingding, whatever this is.
Yeah, I'm feeling it right now.
That's a very that's Chicago medicine right there. Yeah, but you got hit right in your back and your wingding.
Right,
yeah, you're lucky.
Ma'am, that's your hip.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, hell no. Come on, hit me in the wingding. Yeah, nut.
Right in the rootin' tooth.
Right here in the wingding, you old fucking nut. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? So all of a sudden.
So then I just told my boyfriend, I was like, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, whatever, and I went there, and I literally think I passed it while I was there, but because it was like,
come back out like, do not.
He came
go
out.
in there.
He came out, and he had to get in the door, and I had passed out, and they had to call the ambulance and take me to the hospital and do all that stupid
When
shit.
it comes out, is it immediate relief?
No, because it's like the worst thing in the world. It's all over heat and then all over chills, and people compare it to childbirth. People compare it to crazy things. I think that childbirth has to be worse because I don't know. I've been through it 4 times.
Yeah, picture a 7-pound kidney stone.
But how cool would it be if you had a kid and you just fucking pop that thing
pop
out?
It out like a slot machine.
Yeah,
Why
that ain't
not?
shit. I had kidney stones 4 times. Take a run at it, kid.
Also, though, you're comparatively size-wise, your pee hole.
Yeah.
And a kidney stone.
How big did you?
Well, just so you know, my dickhead is stinging terribly as we're talking about this.
Oh my god.
I'm certain it's here.
I'm gonna break it down.
Dan, set up a milk can over there. I'm gonna see if I can knock it down with this kidney stone. I'm gonna pass it.
Come on, let's do Old West kidney stones. Do you have an old root beer bottle? Put it up on top of that speaker. So when you passed it, you just passed out?
Yeah, I just passed out. And honestly, I have passed them before, and it's my tubes are genetically too small. So the ones that I can't pass is anything that's bigger than a raspberry seed.
It's very hot.
Graham, Canadians put syrup.
I don't know.
On their cereal.
I don't know how vaginas work. That's a new character I'm working on.
Have you ever had a kidney stone before?
No, my dad did.
Did you watch him go through it?
Did you
have to milk him?
He had to leave the house, and my grandma, who doesn't speak English, was there, and she had to take care of us, and no one knew what was going on. She was
called him Dick Rocks.
He's gone.
He has your grandfather has Dick Rocks.
Yeah. He's penis stone.
Yeah, passing him, I would think immediately you'd just be relieved, got that thing out of me.
Look, Corey's holding his dick. It's getting everybody.
Yeah, it's
getting everybody.
Corey always holds.
Look at Black Lou. Oh my God, you know how long that stone's got to travel on Black Lou?
We can't.
That's a fucking $12 cab ride.
White Lou's Martin Broduring it right now, holding his legs together. He's going full butterfly style. He's like, not happening. Yeah, that's got to be. So you woke up in the hospital or on the bathroom floor?
On the bathroom floor, and then I got out.
Party 29 . Am I right?
Yes.
How you guys?
Did I rule?
Was it awesome?
Did I rule?
Did I rule?
You passed a kidney stone. You passed out.
I thought she gives her thumbs up and goes, she goes, bye everybody. Plow.
29 ain't gonna take me down. Fuck you, 28. Suck a dick. Box that up for me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put some fluids in.
Clack. Blam. That's the fucking cool wreck.
Age is just a number.
That's fucking crazy.
Did I rule back there? Doc, be honest. Back at the place. Did I rule?
Oh, you did, Jenny. Oh, you ruled.
Tell my friends how much ass I kicked back there.
She goes, and the doctor goes, and look who's joining us. It's your friend. The rock. It's the stone.
That excellent whiskey on the rocks there.
I put it in the drink. Have fun. We have a lot of fun at this hospital. You're pretty much going to probably end up drinking the kidney stone again. It's a problem.
Oh shit!
When's the first time you had a kidney stone?
I had a kidney stone. Crap, when was the first time I had a kidney stone? I had a kidney stone, in my childhood home. And I woke up and it was...
How old were you?
I was in high school.
Jesus. Kidney stones in high school?
What an old lady reason to have to stay home from school.
Yeah. Are you Robin Williams and Jack?
She has rickets.
Yeah. She got one of those age diseases. She goes, I have a problem with tuberculosis and osteoporosis. My bones are hollow.
I've got dysentery.
I've got dementia, light form dementia. So you had kidney stones in high school?
Yeah, I was like my sophomore year in high school, and I went, and they literally, it was the week, it was the week I was supposed to go for freshman orientation at college.
College.
Yeah, and they, I had to be put up. They were like, you're just going to pass it. You're going to pass it. So I was put up in the hospital for a week. And then finally the specialist came on Sunday, and he was just like, let me just take a nice little non-invasive, like, ultrasound, whatever, and we'll figure it out. He's like, your tubes are way too small, woman. Like, way too small to pass a raspberry seed. So we're just going to put in a stent and take it out non-invasively. And I did have to go under anesthesia.
So you've been diagnosed with a small pussy. That's nice. That's nice paperwork to have.
That reminds me of, remember one time I passed out. Yeah.
She goes, couldn't even pass a BB through this thing.
She goes, you want to take a run? What's up? Yeah.
He goes,
hey, Maze Runner, you want to take a shot at this?
You going to fuck this chick? You better staple your shaft to your dickhead. That thing's going to come off in there.
Remember how the Batmobile breaks apart? Yeah, like that. Sides come up. That's a weird thing.
Doctor's like, pussy's too tight for these things coming out.
What an unprofessional doctor.
Sorry.
He goes, oh, lady, you ain't passing that thing.
He goes, I'm telling you, I only got to here. And that's not enough.
You go, I think I got a criminal court case.
He goes, now this is we're probably gonna be seeing each other again in the courtroom.
They cut you open. You said it wasn't.
No, it was a non-invasive surgery. So basically they put like a stint. They take like this. It looks like a piece of.
Looks like your penis, Dan.
Yeah, the old stint Soder.
Stint dick Soder?
Yeah. Thin dick Soder.
I go, I'm in there, but just for your benefit.
I don't call it exercise. I call it keep my heart pumping. Yeah. Stint dick Soder.
So a stint is
a game of operation. Don't touch the sides.
Yeah. So it's non-invasive though.
Yeah, so it's basically like a long piece of like strong wire. No, it's too small for sonic. So it's too small to like use ultrasonic waves to pulverize it in like water. So you have to use this like long piece of wire that just has like a little curl on the end or whatever that they literally just put in there so it just holds the vein up.
And you just fall out.
And they'll suck it out. They'll like take tweezers or they'll suck it out. I don't fucking know.
They hit your back. They hit your back. And they go, hold on. That's
the real question is, can you feel it inside of you right now?
Oh my God! I'm twisting my dick up like a
goddamn. Oh, dude, they're like, and you're like, ow, 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 ow. It's not working.
Trying to get a penny out of a soda can.
I gotta tell you, I got my bone marrow biopsy. They take it out of like the top of your ass. I got that, and I handled it like I was giggling at being prison raped. I was playing Candy Crush, and I started laughing. He's like, "Please don't laugh while I'm doing it." I go, "I'm sorry," but I was laughing because I was like, he was like talking to me, and I'm like, He's like, trying to focus him out. I was like, I am. He's like, you feel the pressure? I go, I feel the pressure. So is that all you got?
Dude, that's like the sad prostate exam I had where it was blizzarding and I had my snow boots on. And there was
a puddle around you.
The snow boots on. And the doctor was this Ukrainian woman, and she just put a snowball amount of lube on my butt cheeks. And just fucking, when I felt her going, I go,
she goes, that thing's tight.
She goes,
get a little bit
I go,
in there.
okay. And she goes, you feel pain, you go to your urologist, the proctologist. I was like, no, what was the problem? She goes, you feel fine. If you feel pain, go to proctologist. I go, that's not I went back out in the cold and I felt so
If you feel fine,
alone.
He goes, I don't feel fine. You just fingered my asshole.
Yeah, no,
I don't feel fine.
She just did it and she was like, clean yourself up. And I was like, you used
clean yourself up?
You used a lot of lube.
She threw a rag at you.
I'm going to clean him up.
Fold your jacket like this when you walk out.
I go, does insurance cover that? Yeah. But it was. I just remember my rubber boots. together. I didn't
make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich on your way out.
She goes, this is where we initiate you into.
You are now in Eastern Promises.
So no, naked night fight in Soder. Damn, this fucking show went quick.
They keep flying bys on us, buddy. What a fun day.
Were we a fun table to wait on? Be honest.
You guys really were. I hate when people are really, really particular about something, but they choose to tell you the next thing that they're particular about every time you come back to the table. Like, they don't tell you all at once. Like, if you're particular, if you have allergies, I've waited on vegans before, and then the loveliest people.
Freaks.
At a steakhouse, which is fine.
Pure freaks.
But if you don't actually know what you're going to, like, if you know everything that you need, just tell me.
Oh, I forgot. No, I was pointing
You guys
Christine.
weren't like that.
I was pointing Christine, but she ended up going with the trio. But what were you going to do? Would that
The
have been a thing?
piccata
I was going to ask
salmon.
for the salmon dressed like the chicken piccata.
Is that possible?
Salmon.
Is that a modifier?
So
we
with
could do?
like lemon caper and sauteed spinach.
Absolutely. But we wouldn't. The chicken piccata is breaded. It's not. And would you want that on your salmon as well?
No.
Okay, yeah. So then that would be easy. It's just a sauce.
See?
Yeah.
She's lovely. I'd do anything for her.
I once had a customer tell me that their Asian chicken salad didn't taste Asian-y enough.
That's a great answer.
I had a
I was
fucking.
like, do we have a tie boy and a hook in the back? We just scrape with a cheese grater on top of the lettuce?
That's real. I had an Upper East Side wife. We had a dessert item called the Oaxacan chocolate mousse cake, and she ordered the Oxycontin chocolate mousse cake. And I was like, "Oh, you got some." She said that.
That's her own thing.
She said that. I was like, "Yeah."
And a bump of Splenda.
What? She goes, "I want to take a hooter." Oh man, yeah. Sometimes the orders you'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with that?" Asian-y enough is hilarious.
That's pretty
I just
bad.
went, okay.
We did tableside guacamole.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow. That
so
must
many
have been a
times.
time eater.
Yeah. Well, eventually they just canned it. We'd had a guacamole bar. But one of the things they would do is you would serve guacamole people, and they'd be like, just to let you know, when they're ordering their entrees, they're like, I am deathly allergic to cilantro, which you can't be deathly allergic to. It just makes things taste like soap if you don't like cilantro.
Super taster.
Yeah, it's like a gross thing. But these people would be eating cilantro, and they'd look me in the face and be like, just to let you know, I'm deathly allergic to cilantro. And I'd be like, well, you should have told me that before you ordered the guacamole that has cilantro in it. And they'd be like,
I'm telling you now.
yeah. Dude, my favorite one of all time food modifier was my mom's boyfriend Joe with the celery. Celery.
Yeah, no celery.
Celery.
Bad memories of butt cheek squeezing.
Yeah, holding it in his butt cheeks.
Hell yeah. Graham K. Thanks for hanging out with
Album
us,
coming out, girlfriend material. Should be out Christmas Day, around Christmas Day, maybe New Year's Day.
I'm waiting on this label.
Fucking label, right?
Yeah.
Labels, you get it.
Fucking labels.
I don't really get it.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Jenny Heaton, check her out online. Jenny Heato, you've been an absolute pleasure. We hope you had fun hanging out with us. Dan Soder going to be at Laugh Boston this weekend. Driving gig, huh? That's nice. I got to fly across the country.
Yeah, I know. No more flying gigs for me till the end of the year.
Dan Soder's going to be at Laugh Boston November 29th through December 1st this weekend, Thursday through Saturday, and December 11th, a rare headline at the Comedy Cellar in New York City. Make sure you get tickets for that and all of Dan's shows.
San Francisco.
DanSoder.com.
Thanks, buddy. San Francisco, Punchline. Fucking goddamn, I love that club. November 29th through December 1st, Big J's going to be there. That's this Thursday through Saturday. And then if you're in Wilmington, North Carolina, Dead Crow Comedy Club, December 14th and 15th. Go get tickets at bigjcomedy.com. Go stream his new special, Degenerates, on netflix.com. Go buy his album, Crowdwork Sessions Volume 2. I promised myself I wouldn't ask. And go follow us at The Bonfire, SXM, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat.
And don't forget our
YouTube channel, www.on.cc.com/bonfire YouTube.
No www. It's a lot. I'm trying to figure out how to make it a better link.
On.cc.com/bonfire YouTube. That's where you can see the videos taken here by our awesome film crew.
Yeah.
Of course, Lynn and Corey, who are here with us every week. And they are absolutely awesome. Make sure you check out half-hour videos edited together. And it's so fun. Different experience being in here with us when you get to see it.
You can see I do radio like this.
our podcast available now. Our Friday Best Of show available as a podcast.
Yeah, go download, subscribe.
Podcast from. Rate, review, and let us know that you're listening out there. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow
Crackle, crackle.
on the Bonfire. Crackle, crackle.
Bye.